Hello. Awkward. Um, it messed up. It was supposed to go through it already, and it didn't. So I had to restart it again. So, um, just talked to the doc, and we'll get into that. So I'm going to try and respond to messages today. I've not been doing very good this time of year. Blah blah blah. I think I said that in my last video. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. Um, I have my trusty notebook in case I need to cover up the screen so I don't have to see me. Sometimes it makes it a little difficult. So I've had difficulty responding to the messages. Why do I need to? No, technically no. It sounds rude. It sounds selfish. I know, and I'm sorry because that's really not how I feel. That's just how it is with the brain. So I'm thinking if I can get online and do the live thing, right? The talk thing, right? Which this will probably be one of the last videos. I know until I actually figure out how to do videos on my dad's computer. Um, I'm gonna have to still do the live thing, but hopefully I'll be able to figure that out soon, and then I won't be doing the live thing unless need be. Still upsetting that I can't do it the way I need to, but oh well. Um, but I figure if I can get on live, then when I'm done with live, then I just shut it down. I don't even turn it off, like shut down computer or all that stuff. I just close the lid. Like when I'm done, I'm done. So I'm thinking instead I'll respond to the messages while I'm online because I found out the other day I could actually go to other screens while it's still doing its thingamajiggy that it does. So that's when I was doing. I was looking up those different mental disorders and trying to apply my stuff to them. Yay, that was fun. Um, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the message replying thing. So I'm not gonna see me. You'll see me, but I won't see me. Sorry. That's how it is. And then after I do that, I will talk, I guess, about the conversation I just had with the doctor. Uh, the doctor update thing. So let me see. How do I do this? Remember, I'm not a tech savvy person. Figure out how to do that. Okay, yeah. Uh-huh. All right. Oh, those are cute. Turn ordinary glass bottles into neat kettle designs. Don't you hate it when you see all kinds of videos that look interesting? Vincent Price. Okay, I need to go to whatchamacallits. First of all, I got to get rid of that screen or I'll just be staring at them. So I'll view my channel because there's nothing I want to see on there. Okay. I had a feeling. Okay. I guess I'll just have to. Okay, so in case I miss a message that you sent me while I'm doing this, forgive me. I'm not, just not a tech savvy person. Um, and the farthest back it'll go is a month ago. There we go. Okay. I cannot tell. See, that's one of the things you don't know is if you message someone. Boy, this is a fun video, isn't it? Sorry. Yes, I know. I found out. They're not removing my videos, by the way. But because of the copyright thing, I can't show them. They're still on here, but I can't show them, which is dumb. But that was a big thing I wanted to do, to be able to show people. There are people that normally other people would say, that's an emotional person. That's an emotional. No, nope. There's so much not making sense that they sound emotional, but that's not them. And then there's people out there that say, well, that's a functional person, but nope, they're not. They're an emotionalist, you can tell. Oh, gosh. Tailoring unit. Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to also be respectful in case there's anything written that's private, personal, Let's see here. Start a business soon. See, I had a feeling. Oh, sweetheart. Okay, so I can just say your name, maybe? I don't know. Let's see here. I had a feeling. This person I know went into nursing. And I have found there are certain particular careers that people choose, not because they actually choose them, but because, how do I put this? It's like a safe go-to, if that makes sense. It's kind of like a duh, right? So nursing, you can make a lot of money fairly quickly. I'm trying to think of the other things to it. I don't know. I can't think of anything. I've noticed that a lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot of people, that quite a few people that I've seen that have gotten into nursing, quite a few of them, that's not really what they should have gotten into. But it's an easy go-to for the brain that's kind of safe, if that makes sense. You can't go wrong, right? With a job where you can make really good money and it's a respected type of career, and blah blah blah. But there's a lot of people out there that go and do that, and I think I know a family member that's doing that right now. Anyway, that's a toughie. Let's see here. I'm going to try and work with hers first, just so I can keep with the same line. If not, I'll get confused. Okay, hold on 1 second here. I'm going to go to this next message. Oh, thank you. My friend said that they hope my surgery goes well. It did, I guess. I'm always giving my... Wait a minute. Hold on. This is a different window. See, this is one of the reasons it gets confusing, because this is a different window. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Oh, gosh. All right. I'm sorry. This is a really bad video. Anybody watching, I'm sorry for you. Read more. Okay. I always wanted to be the first one in doing anything. That's for her sister's recommendation. I hope everything is okay with you. Pray for me. I'll pray for you. Okay, so I don't know if I should say you by name. Um, um, my brain is like yes, and my brain is like no. Okay, so I think that doing the abroad thing is actually a really good idea. Remember, I mentioned it a while back to you. And I say that because, for as much as I know you love your mom and you want to be there for her, I think now is a time for your mom to, kind of act like a teenager again, if that makes any sense. She needs to go out there and make some mistakes. She needs to go out there and play around. She's been taking care of you for a lot of years, and for a long time, that's been her focus, and that's all there is to it. So, her losing her job is maybe a blessing in disguise. Her wanting to start a new type of business, her own business, it's scary. And I understand what you mean by, first you want to get your one foot settled before you just jump off the boat. You want to make sure you at least get your one foot settled and then the other foot settled, that kind of thing. But I think right now she needs to make some mistakes. I think right now she needs to just go play and have fun and find out who she is. Because after many years of being a mom and kind of just being a mom, you kind of forget who you were, and who you still are or could be. I want to look at that. So yeah, I think this thing that mom's doing is a good idea. I think you just should do you. You should just go take care of you. And when it comes to the job thing, I mean, was nursing your thing? Truly? Or was it just kind of a safe bet? Maybe somebody suggested it to you and said, oh, you'd be a good nurse. I don't know why they use those words, right? Sometimes they use those words, it's not true. But they think that you would be a good one simply because it would be a good thing for you to get into. It's a safe career. You make pretty good money. It's honorable. It's blah, blah, blah. But is it really you? It's a good question. Um, I don't know what really would be you. I'd have to talk to you more. I'd also have to understand where the whole nursing thing came from to begin with. Um, did somebody recommend it to you? Something like that. So, other than that, let me see. I am going to respond personally, though, just because I'm not sure. To her sisters, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. See, that comment, by the way, makes me think. That's kind of a good example of how somebody could be an emotional minded person by nature. But when something happens or whatever, and the brain is left trying to figure something out, it gets that magnifying glass out to try and figure it out. And while it has the magnifying glass out, it doesn't have it just on that situation, it has it out in other parts of life too. So you suddenly see someone who normally would be like, hey, yeah, run with it, go with it. Just go ahead and jump off the boat. It's fun. I mean, sure, be safe about it, but go have fun. Instead, they become more, well, no, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think you should do that. I think you should take one step, make sure you're on solid ground, and yeah, that whole thing. Now, there are some people who are naturally like that, who are more naturally, no, you should do it they sound different. It's tricky to explain that one because there's so many different people and there's so many different ways that people are affected. So to be able to say they sound like this or they sound like that, it's kind of tricky. But when you talk to someone and they talk a mile a minute, like me, like when I talk to my doctor, you should hear me. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. She can't keep up with me. She's already said once or twice now that she'd like for me to slow down, but I can't. I've got this over focus going on. I have to talk. I have to talk, and I have to talk fast. And it's that magnifying glass. It's when that magnifying glass is out, when it's focusing and over focusing in on something, it's trying to find answers. It's trying to make sense of something. Um, like the reason I talk fast to the doctor is because you know, it's like my brain is trying to find just the right way to explain something, especially when you can tell when I jump from topic to topic. They might be similar topics, they might be not similar topics, but the idea is that the jumping from topic to topic is the brain searching for just the right answer, just the right topic, just the right way to word something. So if you find yourself doing that, which I believe you have, where you feel like when you do, when you're not talking to other people, like friends, coworkers, you probably just talk, just talk. But when you find yourself talking to friends and coworkers and whomever, and you're talking faster, it's like your brain is trying to find just the right way to talk to this person. If I could just find just the right accent to use, just the right wording to use, just the right, subject to talk about, then everything would just click and make sense. And that's what your brain is trying to do. It's trying to make sense of things. So it's got this magnifying glass out trying to. And so not only does that magnifying glass over focus affect you when you're talking to other people, but it also affects you in other things in your life where you will look at a decision that you have to make, and instead of looking at that decision with the correct natural amount of focus and flow that you should have, instead there's more focus than you should and less flow, which then makes you more what do you call it? You'll detach more from an idea. You'll what do you call that? I don't know what to call it. But anyway, I mean, I'm looking at your one message, and I can kind of see where you're saying, I know other people who are doing, they're traveling, and the way I could be wrong, but what I'm getting from the wording is, I wanted to do that too, but I wanted to be first. Why do you want to be first? Have you thought about that? Why you wanted to be first? I know why, but have you thought about it? It's, to be perfectly honest, it's that functional part of the brain. It's that tops, first, best. In order to do something, sometimes we have to be the first to do something, or then it's like we're following the crowd. And that's not it. We're not following the crowd, but it'll seem like that. See how that's kind of an overfocus? See how, again, you're worried about what other people are going to think because of something that you've decided to do just for you. You've decided to go travel, but you can't do it now because other people got to it first. And what will they think? Screw what they'll think. You're going to be traveling. You're not going to be talking to them anyway. Who cares? But your brain can't see it that way. And for as much as what I've just said, well, that's true. I mean, it doesn't really matter what they think or don't think. I won't be around them anyway. I'll be talking to new people, making new friends, new acquaintances. So why am I so worried about these other people that are, well, to be perfectly honest, they're quite negative? Because you can't let go. Because that's what is what you know. And it keeps you there. The ability to say, what if I make new friends? What if I do travel? Mm-mm. It's keeping you, what is, these are my friends, and what is, this is my job, this is where I live, this is where I stay. What is, this is my mom, and this is what she should be, and this is what she shouldn't do. What, there's too much of that. You need to, but you need to do it in a way that makes sense still. It's tricky. It's very tricky. Probably the best thing to do is figure out what happened to begin with. What caused your brain to get that magnifying glass out to begin with? Something happened, probably during the youth. When we're kids is when a lot of that crap happens, which is why the moment you lay down on the doctor's couch, they say, okay, tell me about your childhood, right? Well, that's why. We're most vulnerable during that time and brand new to the world, and that's when stuff happens to us. So it's very possible that's when whatever happened to you happened. We could probably talk about it more in depth. I actually started an email that I will be able to talk to people like very privately, through. At the moment, I forgot what it's called. Oh my goodness! I'm sorry. That's awful. It's been a few weeks since I made it. It's a rough time of year, this time of year. So I'm lucky I'm even online. Anyway, like I said, I'm still gonna message you personally, or with words. But I'm also gonna tell you that I left you a message here on this video. Um, uh, Sorry, it takes me a moment because I have to um, collect myself. We'll say. I think about you a lot. I try to push you out of my mind sometimes. Try to say, oh, okay, I got to focus on my own stuff. But you still pop up. I worry about you. I think you should travel. Even if it's a mistake, go make it. Find a way to have one little safe thing to fall back on. One little safe thing. And other than that, go make some mistakes. You're young. You're a kid still. So go be one. I don't think you wanted to be a nurse. I think you wanted to do something. I think one of the big, that's one of the things I was looking for. Helping people. Notice how in nursing it's about helping people. Maybe that's really what you wanted to do. But you see how it becomes an automatic easy to say nursing instead of just helping people. Well, helping them in how? What way? Well, you could be a teacher. That way you could be helping people. You could be helping kids. You could be helping the parents. I mean, it's a thing. So I think that's one of the big things that happens with the nursing thing is people want to connect to other people. They want to help people. They want to have that connection. And that's why people get into nursing as a go-to. But that's not really where they need to be. Not really where it makes sense. So go out there and go make some mistakes. Go kiss somebody. Maybe somebody you're not supposed to. Go jump off a boat. Both feet. And tell your mom to just do whatever she's going to do. And that you love her and that you're proud of her and you support her no matter what. And that you hope she makes tons of mistakes and that she learns from them. Do you know what I say to my kids every day? Not every day. Most days. When my older ones were little, I said every day, have a good day. Make good decisions. Make bad ones too, but learn from them. Well, I'm going to say the same thing to you. I want you to have a good day. I want you to make good decisions. Make bad ones too, but learn from them. Maybe after you've done the abroad thing, then you might find where you really belong. You never know. Pray about it and jump in head first. But like I said, have one safe thing you can fall back on. Something that gives you security. And then tell your mom to go do the same. Go tell her to go jump off a boat. Whatever it is. Maybe get into the business with her. But go make some mistakes first. It's fun. All right, now I got to reply. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Of course, my brain is like, but I just said everything I needed to say. And I'm not even going to be online all along today. So, and I still have to do the other stuff I had to do. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it'll be a quick reply. All right. All right. See. I don't remember what it's called. Responding to messages. That way, only people who actually like look at this site, they don't just quickly look at a video and they move on. I don't know how anybody is subscribing still. There's what is it, 50, 59 subscribers. Why? I stopped at trying to do all that at 50. And I haven't made anything really good since then, so I don't know why. Live on the video, messages. Okay, yeah. Trying to think what else to say. It's like I said, my brain has already said everything. I've said everything out loud. The only thing I'd want to say anything further would be private. I would have to talk to her about privately, so I'll have to find that email. I also have to start working on costumes. Let's see here. She'll be like, what does that mean? She'll have to watch the video. I should tell her what time it's at. I don't know. Shoot. Hold on. Oh gosh. It's funny because on the other screen I don't see anybody, so it's like I'm just talking to myself. 27:11, but I don't know when I started talking. Oh darn. Oh well. Oh, wait a minute. All right. I'm also getting old. My eyes are like, what are you doing? I didn't tell the doctor about that. It's something I probably should make a separate video about it, but I'll say it anyway. It's like oh no, never mind. It doesn't really prove anything. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. You know, like when some people walk in a room, excuse me, and they look around. And some people walk in a room and they look around, but they do it this way. I did it slower than they actually do it. You have to actually be watching for it when they do it. And I mean, everybody does it. Even people who do the looking around, they do have times where they do that. But there's a difference between the emotional and the functional looking around. I know. It's taking. Oh, I just scratched on my. Ow, ow, ow. I had a scab on my arm and I just scratched it without thinking. But it's taking Learn from them. I don't know. Where's that thingy at? Oh, fudge. I can never find this stupid. There it is. Okay. I feel awful because it's like, these people have texted me messages and I should really respond to them in kind. But I don't know. I'm talking instead. That's awful. Anyway, so it's taking one thing at a time when the eyes do that. It's not something that you catch easily because people do it fast. They take information in quickly. So you don't really see them do it. Round versus the almost little hesitant little stops, pauses. But so that's the difference. When you can see that, and one of the ways you can also see that is, I'm just explaining it completely horribly. I got so many things on my mind. Like I said, the Halloween costumes. I got to start working on them. I haven't, and the only reason why is because Benji picked a costume for me that does not make sense to me. Not in the least. I'm not a princess, and I don't like pink. Yuck. Oh my gosh, yuck. Anyway, I'm really dragging my feet on it because I don't want to make that. But then the problem is that by dragging my feet on it, I'm not getting their costumes done. And I like to make the costumes. I don't really like to buy them. So I'm going to run out of time if I don't get on it soon. Especially with my extra, do I need to? No, blah, 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 all that. So, I've only responded to one person, and I'm how far in? Cheese and crackers. Okay, let's see here. So go back to that. Now, my next one is, how am I doing? Oh. So, it looks like, okay, good. Okay. All right, I'll respond to this one. I'll respond to all of them and through this one message, though. I think I will. Hold on. Analysis paralysis. Yeah, and I messaged you back, and you never messaged me. That's okay. They have analysis paralysis. They can't. Can you tell? Okay. All right. So, all right. Super well hanging in there. I hate that. I hate that phrase, hanging in there. I use it too. Don't. Ugh, but I hate it. Oh, shoot. I probably should say, just because I'm doing this, gotta be fair to everybody, it's 34 minutes and So like 35, we'll say. Okay. 35 minutes. 35 minutes before I take over. Yeah. Video. Just buying messages. Okay, so it's probably 35 minutes in. Hi, Kyle. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm not good with it all right now. What? No, wrong thing. That one. Okay. I'm weird about my grammar. I like it to be proper-ish. I left you a hello. Oops. To speak. In private. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, yeah, so like I said, hello, and also I'm hoping that you're doing well. As you've heard, if you've heard any of this video, not me, not so well, but hanging in there. Okay, let's see here. Next one down is what I'm okay. Different account. Okay. Okay, what am I in here? Okay. Nope. And actually, we're growing his hair out. He is going to be oh, there's a thing there. Let's see, Mario. He's gonna be Mario. His other brother is going to be Luigi, and his other brother is going to be Toad. So, where we're growing his hair out so that we can curl it a little to give it, that Mario curl look to it. So, we will not be cutting his hair anytime soon. And now it's going to be getting cold out soon, and I'm definitely not going to go cutting his hair bald or shaving or anything like that short. So, after Halloween, it'll be too cold for any of that anyway. I'll talk to him about it next spring and summer if he wants to get his hair cut like that, but we'll see. Wait a minute. Where did it go? Let's see here. Oh, la. 3 months ago. Hold on a minute. That's the wrong message. Okay, so this is a different account though. Okay. I left a message. Oh, darn it. I forgot to look at the time on it again. Gosh, awful. 38:45. Okay. 38 minutes. No. That one. There we go. A video. Oh boy. Wait, it's supposed to be. Okay. Ah! No! Where'd it go? Where did you go? No, that's not what I want to do. Oh, it erased it. Hold on. I'm sorry. I don't know what I did. I hate technology. Technology is so annoying to me. Um. Oh, okay, so that's really the wrong one. Hold on. Sorry. I had it and now it went away. Where'd it go? Okay. No, that's not the same one, is it? Oh, sorry. Now I guess it's gotten rid of it because I've responded to it. So, okay, with that one. You son of a sea cook. All right. Actually, it was more. It was like 30 minutes in, right? Ah, darn it. Darn it. See how organized I am? I'm so glad nobody watches this stuff. Responding to this. Spell T. Spell. Account you're using. So, just in case. I'll send to both. Not message. That's not proper English, thank you. I'll send to both. Now, to do that though, what are you doing? Don't. Thank you. Okay, copy. Thank you. Now, hit reply. And then we'll go back to. Uh-oh. That one. Okay, now I'll reply. Do. There we go. Ta-ta. Okay. Because if anybody's really waiting for the update on the doctor. Okay. Here we go. Now. Okay. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, well, no, I don't want to go back to me. Okay. All right, I'm just going to stay on this screen. I won't know what I look like, but you do. Okay, whatever. So the doctor. So last week, I'll have to make a video of this, especially once I learn how to actually make videos on this thing again. I'll make a video about so the doctor that I've been speaking to. She isn't a doctor, she's a therapist. She has suggested that I should speak to a psychologist because the questions that I have are a little bit more involved than she deals with. From her point of view, what I've said is already pretty much known. There's a few things that she's, not sure of, we'll say. And those things she wants me to talk to a psychologist about. So I'm either supposed to cancel my appointment with her for next week so that I can contact that same company and have a psychologist, or not. As I told her when we were saying goodbye, and I said, okay. And I said, well, I'll talk to you next week, unless this is today, actually, not last week's, but I'll talk to you today. I'll talk to you next week, unless I do, talk to the psychologist. So that would mean canceling her appointment. And I said, if not, then you'll have me back because, do I know for a fact that talking to the psychologist is going to be a good thing or a bad thing? No. Well, then why change something if you don't know, right? Right. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It's kind of a rough time of year to be doing anything different right now. What did we discuss today? So, well, I guess I should cover last week in case I didn't already. I don't think I did. I'm not sure. Last week I did not record online like I usually do. I was in bed. I wasn't getting out of bed, and I told her that. So she had me sideways. She got the visual of me sideways, laying down. But we talked, and actually, I think I did say something about it the other day when I was online for the video. Another video. I think I did talk about this, and I'm not going to repeat myself. So, other than to just say, yeah, we started that conversation about the psychologist. And then today I asked her, I said, do you know a psychologist? Can you recommend one? Because I know that they had them in the where she works. But I just didn't know if she knew one like personally that she'd be like, yeah, I know a particular one that might be interested, So that's where that stands. Now, what we discussed today was actually the teenage suicide thing. I figured it might be a good idea to go ahead and bounce it off of her first before trying to send it in anywhere. Oh, excuse me. And that's pretty much where that was at. Well, we talked about some other stuff. She actually had a few questions for me that did not involve me, which were kind of nice. It was a kind of nice thing because that meant she was actually listening to, catching on to something I was saying and actually was questioning it. We got into discussion about like the subconscious and how like when teenagers are like arguing with their parents and how the conscious and the subconscious are I can't really repeat it because I can't remember what all we said. Oh my goodness. Woo! Pardon. But we talked about like the authority, when the authority is not in the brain like it's supposed to. That's one of the reasons why you see like the cutting thing. Now, it's not unnormal. Actually, teenagers have been doing cutting for years. It's just not that type of cutting. They haven't been actually physically taking things and cutting their skin. Some of them have, but not like cutting that we know it. Like that evil devil music that you listened to as a teenager that was so against your parents. These are all different. Those types of behaviors are different forms of cutting. It's just pushing those limits to find out what is and what isn't too far. I'm trying to remember what else we discussed. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Sorry, I'm getting sleepy. Which is odd because I shouldn't be getting sleepy at this time. It's probably my brain saying, turn it off, turn it off. I can feel it. You're not saying anything of value. You're losing your voice. Goodness. What's the point? Sometimes you have to wonder why you know what you know. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to go back over to the streaming video itself. All right. Hold on a second. Let me make sure your device needs to restart. Bite me, Doughboy. That's not happening. Anyway. I'm still hesitant to contact that company about the teenage suicide thing. Just because, it's a survival thing. It's not a fear. Not a fear. I don't have a fear of being wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's all there is to it. But the need to survive, stronger than fear. Our mind will sometimes show the fear because that's how it works. It shows what we're going through, and it shows what the brain thinks it needs to show to trick other people as well as the person themselves into thinking that they're more scared or they're more angry or they're more, just whatever it is than they actually are. The brain's not stupid. It's learned. It's learned what to do. Whew. It's learned what works. Oh gosh, I'm not going to sit here for long and do this over and over again, yawning. And I need to probably have something to eat. Might be a good idea. And I gotta start working on those costumes. I have got to figure them out. I do things differently. Like I want to use originally I wanted to use the wagon, like we did with the making the Thomas train last year. I wanted to use the wagon and make like that big green boot thing that bounces around, that jumps around, or one of the green pipes that Mario, Luigi, Toad climbs in and out of. That'd be fun. A lot of work, but fun. Tried to get my daughter to join in on the costume party. She's got a boyfriend now. They want to do a couples thing, I'm sure. Anyway, I think that's it for now. Nothing exciting. It took me an hour to respond to messages. And I did the doctor update too. Hopefully soon I'll figure out how to make videos on this computer. I know. People are like, it's not that difficult. Yeah, well, I've tried. I'm not a tech savvy person, but I'm not an idiot either. Okay. And I've tried, and it says video is not available. I'm just like, yes, it is. Right there. Crap. Sorry, Dad. It's not cracked. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Whatever. I know. And then there's the whole editing thing. Why should I? I still don't even know if what I'm saying for a fact is good or not. There's no point in it unless I know. Anyway. I think that's it for now. Hasta la vista, baby.